All right, boys, get your standard issue shit out. We're only doing this once. All right, so this Krieg, I got so many fucking requests to do this, so we're finally doing it. Now, for this one, I'm genuinely going to ask you to leave comments explaining to me how you like to run this. This is what I have settled on that I think is the best way to do it, but I'm sure you guys have plenty from the messages I've gotten. You guys have plenty of strong opinions on this, words of power, like Skyrim, if you will. Anyway, let's go over this. So, I like this shovel. I'll get more in depth as to why, but it's mostly for the alternate attack. Flak, Carapace, Uncanny Thrust. I have settled on this being the best Hellbore. This one is too slow, and this one, like, freezes the game whenever I click on it for some reason, as you saw there. But it also it shoots much faster, but it takes like 5 shots to kill a Crusher. So I've kind of settled on this one. And I'll talk about why. I also like Armor Bane, Weight of Fire. You could drop Weight of Fire for like Surgical or pretty much anything. I just like it for dealing with, big packs of spam. So, let's talk about the actual talents now. Out for Blood, because it's Out for Blood. It's just better than these. One motion is completely not necessary. You could totally swap it for Tactical Reload if you'd like. I just like, the freedom to go between the weapons really quickly. Take whatever grenade you need. Do you need more Horde Clear? Take Shredders. Are you scared of bosses? Say it's a monstrous Maelstrom or something? Take Cracks. Are you afraid of gunners? Like, let's say you're playing Silo Cluster, right? And let's say you have to cross that bridge. Like it's a scab seat or whatever. You played the mission once and failed it, and you know that gunners are going to be a big issue. Well, you can just throw on smokes, and they are no longer an issue. Superiority Complex is absolutely mandatory this time around because you need it for breakpoints we'll talk about. Iron Will is obvious. Trench Fighter because you need melee speed. The shovel hits a lot of things and staggers a lot of things, but it's not the greatest when it comes to damage. Serrated Blade, it helps it out a lot in that regard. I don't really think you can afford these passives. I'll be honest with you. I don't think you have the facilities for that one, big man. Executioner Stance, because that just kind of fits the theme of the build, even though I don't think it's very good. Bing, Bam, Bop, Boop. Though you really could swap this out with anything else, but honestly, I don't know why you would. Marksman's Focus isn't really that great, but we kind of need it. And what really unbelievably pains me, we actually need Rending Strikes and Chink in their armor. This stuff is all pretty damn obvious. I really wish we could at least fit in Desperado for that extra 10% melee crit chance, but hey, needs must. Alright, so why do we need Rending Strikes and Chink in their armor? For a very ultra hyper specific breakpoint that I'm going to show you right now. Watch this shit. 1, 2. I missed his head. I missed the head. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. Please show me the health bar. And you know why that our thing didn't. This is something else I wanted to talk about, because this also depends on what you expect to be dealing with. So 1, 2, 3. And then you see that really quick shot. So this thing doesn't really comfortably 3-shot these guys. But with those double rending nodes, just one little bullet, when you have focus target, or Executioner Stance activated. That's a good one. Anyway, when you have Executioner Stance activated, 3 fully charged shots of this plus 1 small little, like, fuck off shot is enough to kill the Crushers. You could also use Surgical instead of Weight of Fire and kill them in 3 shots consistently, but you could go like... Listen, man, there's a reason I don't play this Krieger stuff. You're kind of strapped for really good options. This is kind of just the most overall consistent, because, Weight of Fire helps you with bossing, and it helps you take down the big hordes of bullshit. For Crushers, it's not the most useful, but Armor Bane is kind of mandatory there. Listen, dude, we're trying, okay? We're trying. Now, let me talk about the shovel. Oh, yeah, for Curios, triple toughness, combat ability, toughness, revive speed. You can drop combat ability regen. You also can drop counter fire for the bigger they are. If you're more scared of big packs of, like, Crushers, go counter fire. Or, I'm sorry, go, whatever the one to deal with Ogrins is. However, I think your main priority should be these fucking guys right here. Now, the reason why I like this setup is because you can, like, one-shot these guys to the body. Pretty much all of them that you aren't cleaving through. See, you can just straight up... I mean, if you can one-shot that guy, you should be able to one-shot everyone. I don't know why that guy in particular just... I guess he just wasn't feeling like it. You know, if guys are taking 800 damage to the body, the unarmored guy shouldn't be taking 75% as less, but whatever. We're not even going to question it. So you one-tap, like, everything that you need to one-tap. Just as you see, not to the body, which is kind of the biggest flaw of these guns. You actually have to aim, and you can't put a sight on it without a mod. So why this shovel, you may ask? Well, for one, shovels are really good. Two, you can push heavy, and you can basically endlessly control a horde with this stuff. Why the blessings we choose? Well, because of this right here. Pretty good damage, yeah? In fact, this is so good damage that you, like, don't even need Uncanny Strike. And you can, like, you can go up to a Rager, just get triple thrust, and he's dead. And then, boom, boom. And then you can just kind of bonk everything else. This is really good for your single target damage. And shovels are, as always, pretty good with horde clear. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Not really. I'm not the biggest fan of this build. So there's people that care a lot more about this Krieg crap than I do. And I'm sure the comments are going to be flooded with shit like, oh, Tanner, you could run it this way and it would just be better. You could just run it this way and it would be better. And honestly, you're probably right. Anyway, see you guys later.